So this morning, I had an interesting conversation with a senior HR leader working in the digital space for HR transformation, and some brilliant insights and a very interesting catchphrase that I picked up from him, which I'll share with you a little later. And all of this happened just because I reached out to him and connected with him on LinkedIn and asked him for, just a call to hear his views. And the catchphrase that he said to me, and what I also picked up from his conversation, is what is leading me to share this with you on video, because it got me thinking about how is it that we've gotten work so far, how is it that I've gotten work so far, and what is it that's really worked. And I realized that it's really been a series of conversations that I've had with people. Whether I bumped into somebody at the airport and that led to a conversation, whether it was somebody at a client location in one of my workshops who wanted to understand something and then connected with me 7 years later, and to now that I moved to Australia, having conversations just with the cashier at the grocery store leads me to discover a beautiful coffee shop that I had and I wouldn't have discovered otherwise, or a chance conversation with somebody at a park, which leads to a new friendship and possibly family friends that we could become, and to speaking with people, which is helping me get some wonderful insights about this place. And it's really just been about reaching out to people and having conversations that has led to all of this. And it got me thinking that what changed, because as a child I was never like that. Not as a child, actually, as a teenager I was never like that. I was very shy of reaching out and speaking to people, proactively reaching out and making friends, or just speaking to people in general. I was quite shy with all of it, and I kind of equate it with dancing, right? And as children, we dance like no one is watching. And that's how I think many of us even have conversations or make friends or have conversations with people that we don't know. Dancing like no one is watching, speaking like we don't really worry. To the stage when we become teens and we then start moving from dancing like no one is watching to dancing like everyone is watching. And we start really worrying about what will this person think if I reach out to him or her so directly and just strike up a conversation. What will others think? And I think that's what stopped me from doing all of this. And in retrospect, it took me a lot, and it took me a long time to move out of that space, to start reaching out, to start connecting and just having conversations with people, which has led to some beautiful, wonderful discoveries and great adventures and amazing friendships. So as you reflect on yourself and as you reflect on where you're operating from, think about this. How often do you reach out to people that you don't know to just strike up a conversation? Because after all, opportunity is born out of conversations. Have a good day, everyone.